I recognize it's a challenge, but at the end of the day, this is a job that needs to get done. We can't continue to operate the way we have been for the past 2 years.
Words from Michigan State University's new leader, Satish Udpa, who is now interim president. He's a Spartan. He's been the vice president for administrative services. Prior to that, he was the dean of the College of Engineering.
This morning, trustees tapped him to take over for John Engler. The former governor tried to make the argument that politics played a role in his resignation. 24-hour
News 8's Lindsay McComal has more on his exit from East Lansing. All new at 6.
Well, this resignation letter explains why John Engler was not in the room this morning. He's in San Antonio for a funeral. It goes on to list the accomplishments that he says he's put in place here at MSU. But one thing it doesn't say, I'm sorry. Do you have a response to his 11 pages that he wrote that never acknowledged his insensitive comments or his rhetoric that got him where he's at?
Well, John Engler's resignation letter is exactly that, John Engler's letter.
I expected him to make it political. I expected him to not apologize. And I expected him to tout a lot of things that really our experts on campus did. So, typical John Engler fashion, that's the way it came across.
After trustees accepted John Engler's resignation, they also responded to his letter. Republican elected and Vice Chair Dan Kelly, who has remained quiet for much of the fallout, addressed Engler's opening line. You have advised me that 5 Democratic members of the MSU board, including yourself, have requested my resignation as MSU president.
I don't think it's a Democrat or Republican position to condemn comments that are not consistent with the values or what we hope to be the values of the university. What I was particularly disturbed about is the fact that somehow this is over. And I don't believe it is over. I don't think it'll ever be over. I think that this is a chapter in our history and that we can't ignore it or forget it.
The only trustee not to speak during the meeting, Joel Ferguson.
Ferguson not making a statement, the only one, speaks volumes.
I also had a chance to ask about the presidential search here at MSU today. Apparently, it won't be impacted by the naming of a new interim president. That timeline says a new leader for MSU should be selected by June. Reporting in East Lansing, Lindsay McComal, 24-hour News 8.